Soviet soldiers used this training system to complete 100 push-ups in a single set, not 100 throughout the day, but 100 consecutive reps without stopping. If you're currently maxing out around 20, that probably sounds unrealistic. But the Soviets developed a protocol that works regardless of your starting point, even for complete beginners. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact Soviet strategy that can take you from your current level to 100 straight reps in under 10 weeks. And at the end, there's a special technique that most people have never heard of. Before anything else, test how many push-ups you can perform right now in one continuous set until failure. Then record this number. You'll need it for a calculation later in the video. Most people think the fastest way to improve is to push until everything burns. That sounds tough and it feels productive, but it is often the exact thing that slows you down. Because if your form starts falling apart while you keep chasing reps, you are not just training harder, you are training your body to repeat bad movements again and again. And that is where progress can quietly turn into pain. So before we talk about doing more push-ups, we need to talk about the one rule that made this Soviet system so effective. The rule was simple. Never end the set only because you feel tired. End it the second your technique starts to slip. The moment your hips sag, your back bends, or your body stops moving as one solid line, the set is over. That may sound strict, but this is the part most people miss. Your body learns what you repeat. Good reps teach strength. Bad reps teach struggle. And once you understand that, the whole logic behind the Soviet method starts to make a lot more sense. Think of it like this. If you repeat the same movement every day, your body gets smoother at that exact pattern, whether the pattern is clean or messy. That is why Soviet coaches focused so much on perfect practice. They did not just want more reps, they wanted better reps repeated so often that the movement started to feel automatic. And once that happens, something surprising starts to change. Push-ups stop feeling like a fight and start feeling like a skill. A quick way to check your form is this. Imagine a straight stick running along your body. It should touch your head, your upper back, and your glutes the whole time. If one of those points drops away, something is off. That simple picture can save your shoulders, protect your lower back, and help every rep look stronger. And now that you know what not to do, here comes the part that makes this old Soviet system feel almost too simple to work. Instead of crushing one brutal workout, they spread the work across the whole day. One small set in the morning, another a little later, one before lunch, one in the afternoon, one at night. In total, 10 short sets, nothing extreme, nothing exhausting, just clean reps repeated again and again. At first, that sounds almost too easy, and that is exactly why so many people overlook it. But easy was the point, and in a second, you will see why that matters so much. The goal was not to destroy the muscles in one session. The goal was to teach the body to perform push-ups so often and so well that the movement became normal, almost boring. When you stay fresh, your reps stay sharp. When your reps stay sharp, your body keeps learning the right pattern. That is why this method helped people build huge numbers without feeling wrecked every day. And once you apply it to your own max, the system gets even more interesting. Take the number you wrote down earlier and cut it in half. If your max right now is 20, your training number becomes 10. If your max is 30, your training number becomes 15. That is the number you will use for each set. Over the next 6 days, do 10 sets of that number spread across the day, never all at once, and never back to back. Each set should feel so manageable that you could probably do the same set again right after if you absolutely had to. That is exactly the point. You are not training to failure here. You are training your body to handle the movement again and again without burning out. And that small detail is where this method starts to separate itself from normal training. You should not finish these sets feeling smoked, shaky, or out of breath. You should finish them feeling fresh, like you still have plenty left in the tank. That is the sweet spot, because when the reps stay clean and the effort stays under control, your body keeps high-quality practice without collecting the usual fatigue that drags most people down. Instead of breaking yourself down every session, you are building consistency and making the movement feel stronger, smoother, and more automatic. Do that for 6 days. Take one full day off, then keep going. And after about 2 weeks, test again, because this is the point where most people get surprised by what the numbers start doing. When you retest, your max will usually be higher than before. Maybe you started at 20 and now you are at 30, 35, or even 40. Then you repeat the same process. Take the new number, cut it in half, and use that for your daily sets over the next 2 weeks. This is what makes the method so smart. It grows with you. You are not guessing and you are not training blind. You are using your own progress to build the next step. Each time your max goes up, your training number goes up with it, and the method keeps pushing you forward without overwhelming you. That is how small, manageable sets slowly turn into something much bigger. Over time, those easy reps start adding up. Your endurance improves, and the number that once felt impossible starts to move closer and closer into reach. Keep repeating that cycle. Every 2 weeks, test your max, adjust the number, and stay patient. It may not look dramatic from day to day, but the volume adds up fast. Over time, you are building hundreds, then thousands of clean push-ups without the usual breakdown that comes from sloppy grinding. And after enough perfect practice, something strange happens. The rep count that once felt impossible starts to feel normal. But there is still one more piece that can make every single rep stronger almost immediately. It comes from a simple idea the Soviets understood very well. Your body works better when it moves as one solid piece. Most people do push-ups by thinking only about the chest, shoulders, and arms, but that leaves a lot of power on the table. Soviet trainers taught something different, and before each rep even begins, they wanted the whole body switched on and working together. Not just the upper body, but everything locked in as one unit. That full body tension makes the movement stronger, cleaner, and more controlled. And once you feel this the first time, you may start to wonder why nobody teaches push-ups this way from the beginning. Start with your hands. Press them hard into the floor like you are trying to twist the ground apart. Then brace your core like you are about to take a punch. After that, squeeze your glutes and keep them tight. Do not switch these on one by one while you move. Lock them all in before the rep starts. Hands, core, glutes all at once. That full body tension can change the push-up right away. And the first few reps may feel very different. At first it may feel a bit harder. That is normal. You are using more of your body, so everything feels tighter and more controlled. But after a few reps, you start to notice the difference. Your body stays straighter. Your reps feel cleaner. You waste less energy. And because your form does not break down as quickly, you may find that you can keep going longer than usual. That is what makes this technique so effective. And this is important to understand. That tension trick can help right away, but it is not the whole system. The real progress still comes from repeating clean reps day after day, week after week, until your body treats push-ups like second nature. So test this on your very next set and feel the difference for yourself. Because once you combine this with the full routine, and here's the question most people never ask. If this old system can make push-ups feel easier, what else were Soviet trainers doing that modern fitness advice still misses today? That is where recovery changes everything. Drop your current max in the comments and subscribe so you do not miss what comes next.